Morning, guys. We headed down there to the river this morning. After we stopped, we had some of this wonderful $3 a gallon gas. There's a spot I'm going down here off the river. It's a little place I like to go to. Main reason for that is all this rain we've had here in the last week or so. Got our river up and wide open, and man, she's running this morning. I checked this morning, she's running about 155,000 CFS. A lot of folks don't know what that is. That's cubic foot per square inch. In layman's term, that's a lot of water. So we're going to take a look at it. This place I go to down here, if the river's crazy and just, not going to want to cooperate or anything, got some pretty good holes and good fishing back in this impound. I can stay right off the river. There's a current break right there. Current seam I can fish. But I'm hoping we can get out there. The fast water isn't what really bothers me. I fish fast water. I ain't no problem. It's just there's a lot of trash and stuff coming down that river, and sometimes it can just make fishing a little difficult. But I'm sitting here looking at it now. It's looking pretty good. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get down here. We're almost there, and hang out with the blues hunters for a little bit today. We're gonna maybe teach something, maybe get some fish. This all depends on this river. If anything, we're gonna have a good time anyway. So can't try if you're sitting at the house. We'll catch y'all here in a little bit. Let me get everything situated. We'll get out on the water and we'll get back on here. All right, guys. Let's see what we can do today. All right. We decided to go ahead and go out here on the river. It didn't look too bad, so we're about 2-3 miles down the river from where I put in at. Basically, kind of wanted to show you what I had going on. How I rig my poles. It may not be the right way, but it's the way I do it. Basically, what we're doing here, as you can see, right now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 poles fishing right now, and basically what they are is, if you can see, I don't know how well you can see it. Let me bring this up, see if you can see this. If you can see that, we're sitting right on a current seam, and that's where that fast water is meeting that slow water, dead water. We're not too far from the bank there. Basically, all we are. We're just tied up to this tree here. Normally we can't get over here because it's too shallow. But anyway, so basically we got 2 poles here. They're out fishing deep, and we got these others over here. One's about midway, kind of in between deep, shallow, and I got 2 over here fishing shallow water. Basically, what we're doing, what my rigs are, always proving good for me. Like I said in the past, my reel's a KastKing 60. The Rover 60s, they do really, really well. I've never had no problems on them. I've fished these for 3 years. Matter of fact, this one right here, you can see it's pretty well beat up. I've been fishing this one for about 3 years now, and it's caught a lot of fish. Got a lot of scars on it, but it don't stop. It just keeps on going. Got me some 80-pound KastKing power braid on here, and basically what I do, this is real easy set up. You can fish it quite a few different ways. But this is the way I do mine. Right here we have what we have is a Hooker's Terminal Tackle Sinker Slide. What that does, that allows that that fish can swim off with that weight. You tie your weight on right here, which normally what I do is I drop me a drop line here, anywhere from 5 to 15 inches, all depends on where the fish are sitting at, how deep you want that thing to fish. And I come down to a regular, again, a Hooker's Terminal Tackle swivel. I come down to about a 15-inch leader down here. And again, you can adjust this to where, basically what you want. that works pretty good for me. 12, 24 inches, somewhere around there. And then what we got here is a Hooker's Terminal Tackle bead. And these things right here, all I've heard is good things about these. And they're kind of new to me. I'm learning on them. But, everybody talks about them. They say they're fantastic. They just, I guess that sound gets them going, the color. I don't know. These here are the ones that take care of the glow in the dark. Then I come down to a ball. Float of some sort. These are the ones I prefer to use. I run out of these. A lot of people use balloons, small balloons or whatever. And right from there, I got a Hooker's Terminal Tackle hook right there. And I always snail my hooks. And I've never had one of these hooks to fail on me. They're a fantastic hook. I use the Reaper hooks. He's got 3 or 4 different kinds, quite a few different kind of hooks. But I just like the Reapers. They do real well. They're extremely, extremely sharp. And then I put my chunk of bait on there. Today we're fishing with skipjack, and hopefully we can get some takedowns, get some fish in here, and we can get some fish on video for you guys. We're just gonna kind of let it ride here for a little bit and kind of see what's going on. I'm gonna bait this one up, and we're gonna get it out there too. We're gonna put this one probably right behind the boat, just drop it straight off the back, just kind of fish right behind the boat. You never can tell what's hanging up around this tree over here, so it may do pretty good. But you want to let that scent trail just kind of run down, get enough bait out there, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to work our way down this river. And see the bridge back there. I fished there. This is a new spot for me here because normally it's too shallow to fish over here, but right now we're in about 23 foot of water. So, and right out here, right out from the boat, it drops down to 40. And then right over here, of course, it goes up to about 5-6 foot. So we're kind of got all kind of different situations here. Don't know exactly. This is the first setup we've had today. Don't really know where they are. So change of the water. They may bite today. We may not get a bite. I don't know. But like I said, you just never gonna know if you're sitting on the couch. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one rigged up. I'm gonna get it out there. All right, guys. I normally get 15-20 minutes on a setup, but as fast as water's moving right now, we need to give them a little bit of time. Water's still a little cool yet. It's up almost 60, but not quite there. It's about 55, something like that. Like I said, you don't know exactly what the fish are wanting, how deep they're fishing. So, this is kind of a weird kind of time of year, and you just gotta go a little deep, go shallow. Maybe offer them some different baits. Right now, all I've got is skipjack, so that's what I'm using. A lot of people are afraid to get out on this river when it's running the way it is. It's running 150,000. I mean, it's over twice the small craft advisory one. And if you get out here and just use your head and get your life vest on and pay attention, watch the water, you'll be fine. You'll do fine. Now I don't say if you got a little 1436 or a small boat, get out here. But if you're comfortable in your boat 90% of the time, you can get out here and you can have a good time even in this fast water. Sometimes this fast water's some good time to fish. But we're gonna sit here and let these soak a little bit. Hopefully we catch them, have a takedown and y'all can see it. Give it about another 15 minutes, 20 minutes or so. And we're gonna move down just a little bit further. And what that's doing, that's carrying that scent trail down the river. And the fish are gonna come out and seek that. So that's kind of how it works. We'll just kind of sit here and see what happens. You can't pick a prettier day. It's beautiful out there. Guys, I ain't kidding about these reels now. People ain't using them. These Cass King reels, along with all the others that they have. Actually, I'm fishing with this little Sharky over here, and it does real good. I'm not joking. These reels are some tough reels. I ain't had a lick of problem out of them in the last. Well, I've been using them over, a little over 3 years now. I hadn't had any problems with them yet. These new rods are going to be coming out around Memorial Day. They'll be coming out. That's what you're seeing right here. 150,000 CFS. You see how them them rods are standing out there. They're standing out pretty good. I mean, they're not bowed over real bad. I'm really impressed with them rods. They'll be coming out with a new bumping rod also. So any of you guys do any bumping down the river, they got a bumping rod out. Well, they'll be coming out. They're braided line. Can't beat it. Can't beat the price. Now all we do is sit here and wait. Arkansas River a lot bigger. Normally you can't fish over on this side over here. I mean, it's real shallow. I've always wanted to fish this side. Maybe I'm missing out on some good fishing. When it is shallow like this. You just don't know until you get out there. Okay, guys. And yet another spot. Fish just ain't happening today. I don't know what's going on. Could be the change in the river. I don't know. But we're set up here behind it's a barge arrival point. And what it's doing is causing a huge eddy right in here. You got some slow water and you got fast water right there. What it does is cause that river to run backwards, in areas. Something, what happens, you got an obstruction or something, that water comes around, it goes down, whips around, comes back. And that's what we call an eddy. A lot of times them are real good areas to fish. So, kind of give you an idea, you can see it here a little bit better. If you can. You'll see right out here. You can see where that water's breaking that thing right there. And it'll run down river. What happens, causes this river to run backwards. You can see it, foam running up backwards there. And a lot of times them fish will get in there and, that calmer water, and get a lot of that bait fish in there, and they'll come in there and feed. So hopefully this is the spot. I'm about running out of ideas today. But like I said, you couldn't find them more pretty day. It's beautiful out here today. Maybe we can get a bite in here. Never can tell. Like I said, you just gotta try different areas. We've been fishing pretty much shallower water here today. All through the winter I'll be fishing 50 plus, deep water. Here we're staying right around 25, 30 foot, even going up to 10 and 12 foot deep. You just gotta kind of weigh your options, just try different things, see where they're at. Really I'm not marketing much fish, but I don't really actually look for a lot of fish on the fish finder. I look for bait fish more than I do anything. And I just hadn't seen the bait fish today. I hadn't seen it. I don't know if they're up real shallow where I can't get it, or what's going on, or I don't know. We just keep trying until we find them. Sooner or later we'll find them. It might not be today, but we will find them. Water's getting warmer, almost 60 degrees, and fish gonna start turning on. just gotta get out here and just try. You know, see what's working. I think that's the hardest part of any kind of fishing. You know, bass fishing, crappie fishing, you know, catfishing. You know, same thing. They all go through different, you know, transitions. And right now with this warmer water coming, they're going through different transitions. And hardest part's just trying to figure them out. I think I done found a mosquito nest though here somewhere. Boy, they're bad in here. We're sitting kind of shallow here. Back of the boat's about 10 foot deep, and then you get out probably right there where that water swirl and starts dropping off down into about 40 foot of water. So we're sitting here fishing right there on that hump, right there at that drop off. Got a few of them up here shallow, and then we got a couple of them down there in that 40 foot of water. So just gotta get out here and soak the baits. You'll find them sooner or later. We get done with this spot, I think we're going to run upriver and find some sure enough deep holes up there, see if they're still in there. Just have to keep trying to figure them out. Pulled in here, there was a bunch of little minnows and a couple shad jumping, you know. I thought maybe that'd be a good sign. I don't know. Well guys, that spot didn't pan out too well, so how about we go for a ride? We kind of give you an idea of what our river system looks like while I run up river a little bit, and I don't know, get a little bit of scenery. That right there, locking dam number 4. Go for a ride. Bridge. You seen us fishing at that spot earlier today. I tried to get you on a fish. It has been a rough day. Found a couple holes along this bank here, some deeper water. We're actually sitting, the boat's sitting right on top of 9 foot of water right here. And probably 30 to 40 yards behind me, it starts dropping off and it goes down into 45-foot water. Marked a couple good fish, maybe we can get on one. Maybe we can get one to bite. But we'll keep trying. A couple of these pulls I went ahead and downsized on my bait. Maybe that would help a little bit. I got a couple pecks earlier, but nothing would take it. So, sometimes you change up the bait, not necessarily the bait, but you change up the size of the bait, and that helps. You just got to try different things. Fish got to eat. I got these poles staggered. I got some of them right in the hole. I got one or two of them outside the hole. Got this one over here on the right hand side. It's straight underneath the boat. Not like we ain't trying. We getting into the fish, just we ain't getting them to bite. Maybe we'll take it down here in a minute. Well, them poles really stand out there nice. Can't wait till they come out in Memorial. Everything's changing, everything's blooming. Noticed a couple dogwoods today, so that means catfish ought to start biting. We're almost there. It's 58 degrees water temperature. They're right there. Sure enough, can't catch them sitting on the couch. Something done hung up on that one. That air broke loose. I'd like to be drifting today. This water running about 4 miles an hour. Kind of hard to drift this. When you drift fish, you want to keep it. I don't know. I like to keep mine at least 1 mile an hour, a little less. 0.8, 0.9, somewhere around there. 4 miles an hour, that ain't no good. Well, folks, we just couldn't make it happen today. We just couldn't get on. Couldn't find the bait, couldn't find the fish. I've tried everything from 50 foot to 10 foot of water. So, well, we don't give up. We'll get on them. I'm gonna head in and go eat some dinner. Keep following me, and we're gonna get on these fish. When until next time, we'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.